Hey there, Mike Van Cleve here. I'm in my home kitchen to talk today about 5 advantages to selling before spring. I'm mixing up some bagel dough, so I figured while I need this dough, I would talk to you about these 5 advantages for selling before spring. Here we go. Number 1, we know that buyers who are looking in winter are motivated buyers, right? Because it gets darker earlier and it's cold and sometimes snowy outside. We know that these aren't just tire kickers. These aren't people who are just, they're kind of thinking about selling, right? We know that these are people who are actively looking to make a purchase, which means that if your home is properly prepared and competitively priced, then there is a high probability that those buyers who are coming through your home will be purchasing. Now, the average right now number of showings to sale is 12. Unlike the spring, where those buyers just might be considering putting their house on the market, or they might just consider making a move if the conditions are right. These are buyers who are actively looking and motivated. In addition to that, before the holidays, typically around beginning to mid-November, we see a drop in inventory by about 10 to 15%. A lot of sellers are gonna wait until April or May when it's nice outside to put their homes on the market. So we have motivated buyers and limited inventory for buyers to choose from, which means that your home has an advantage if we can get those buyers in the door. Number 3, once those buyers are in the door and we have a contract on your home, we go through the inspection process. Now, the great thing about selling in winter is that that inspector is likely not getting on your roof. They're also going to be probably a little less stringent in regards to some of those exterior things. In addition, buyers aren't looking at things like your landscaping. They're not looking at things on the outside, and they're not spending a whole lot of time walking around the outside of the house, particularly because it gets darker earlier, but also because, well, it's cold and they don't want to spend that much time on the outside of the house. By having an accepted offer on your home, when the spring market does come and that inventory increases, you are ready to go. So number 4 is being able to take advantage of the new inventory with a contract on your home, because by that point, you will likely already be through the inspection process and the buyer has been most of the way through the lending process, so your sale is very likely to go to closing. In our marketplace, we have less than a 10% fall through rate. And our fall through rate with my team last year was under 5%. So in addition to being able to write a contract for the home that you're getting ready to purchase that is not subject to sale, but rather what we call subject to close, that puts you in a much better negotiating position and buying position than if you don't yet have a contract on your home. And the last reason is buyers have access to funds this time of year that they might not have in the spring or summer. And by that I mean, buyers after January 27th, which is the date that is required by federal law to have W-2s out, buyers are starting to get their tax returns back. And that means that those buyers have access to those funds that they might spend in other places, like buying a new vehicle or paying down debt that they wouldn't have to put as a down payment for your home. In addition to getting their tax returns back, those buyers also have access, depending on price range and depending on their income, to first-time home buyer grants. Now, those grants typically are income-based, and so they're not going to be available at all price ranges, but it might provide an opportunity for you to have a buyer who might not otherwise be qualified or able to buy your home. So those are our 5 reasons for selling in March or February. What do you think of our reasons? Are there things that we missed? You can like, subscribe our videos on YouTube. And if there's something that you would like us to see covered that we haven't talked about yet, please let us know in the comments or by emailing me at mike@mikevancleve.com. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you on the next one.